when I think of classic trumpet sounds. The trumpet sound that most of us think about is Bach trumpet, of course, but where do you think Bach got his designs from? The French Besson. This horn just came into the shop on consignment, and it's awesome. So stay tuned to this video. I'll tell you a little bit more about this particular Besson. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Trent Austin from Austin Custom Brass. I hope you're having a fantastic day out there. Thanks so much for your awesome support of the shop. We can't do it without you. If there's anything you need, reach out to us, please, anytime. info@austincustombrass.com. This horn is a recent consignment, just arrived to the shop. I haven't finished the listing. I'll get it up before this video premieres. This is a very interesting Brevete Besson, because the Besson serial number list, I don't know if you know this, is very hard to read. And what you see in the listings for serial numbers might not necessarily correspond to the date. But thankfully for me, I have a very good friend who's a Besson expert who actually restored my Besson, which is my favorite sounding trumpet in my collection, Josh Landris. And so we talked a little bit about this particular horn. We're trying to decide if this was a horn that was pre-war, post-war. We didn't really know. And we found things like, let me see if I can pull up this photo for you. It'll just take me a second. Let's see if I can find this stamp on the bell right here. Hold on. That right there, the Made in France stamp is under the bell of this trumpet, and that for me is always a sign that it was either made during World War II or slightly after. They would export the trumpets in parts, and someone in New York City, Rapuano, who worked for Bach, I do believe, would assemble them. And some people say they're the best Bessons in the bunch. But this horn is just awesome. Let me show you another picture of this horn while I have my pictures out. Just beautiful lines. You could see just a classic design of this. The front-facing second slide, the underslung third slide, the little chamfer on the underneath tube, no first valve trigger, things like that. It's just a beautiful vintage trumpet, and this one is in great shape. Like most Besson trumpets, I have to tell you the good and the bad. The good is the sound is ridiculous. The playability is very good. This horn doesn't have wonderful compression. You can tell a little bit by the pop test, right? Doesn't have much there. It doesn't have much vacuum seal either. And it's harder because if you look at the valves, actually, I'll show you another picture of the valves. It's easier than trying to pull them out of the horn. Maybe 2 seconds. The valves themselves look really good. Those look really good. You can see there's hardly any wear on the valves themselves, but it doesn't seal wonderfully. We put Burp Bio Heavy 3, which we love on vintage instruments, on this horn. A good seal. There are no big dents or dings to be aware of. The horn itself is in pretty good cosmetic shape. It's just like one of these things that maybe you spend the money on getting a rebuild, maybe you don't. I personally would probably keep it as is for the vintage factor. With thick oil and a little bearing oil on the valves, it does a pretty good job. I'm going to play a little bit now. If the valves were really, really leaky, low register notes would be very hard to attain. And this one, actually pretty good. Like I said, I want to be fully transparent and tell people it's not going to have the new compression of a Shires or an Adams or a Yamaha, things like that. But what it does have is a sound that's vibrant and spinny and brilliant and full of character. So think Conrad Gozzo like this. And you could just see it's got such a great upper register, great presence, great spin. If you want to play bebop on it, totally not a problem. So if you're looking for a great classic Besson, one, like I said, probably during the war or shortly post-war, World War II, still a great vintage of this Besson trumpet. Check this out. You won't see many in better condition. They've been played to death. They've been beat on. Mine has like 5 patches at home. This one does not have a single patch, which is awesome. So check it out today. Hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date with us. Thanks so much for watching these videos. Have an awesome day and keep on keeping on.